Hey, what's up, everybody? J6532. I'm about to go online and actually pull up something real quick. I don't know why it did that, but as a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go on. As a matter of fact, I am gonna go online. I am gonna go online. Bear with me now, all right? I'm coming to y'all today because it's still fresh in everybody's mind that George Zimmerman got away with killing someone. Once again, it comes back that George Zimmerman got away with killing someone. Okay? Here's the deal. It took them 16 hours to say not guilty. It was supposedly an all-female jury, so I'm wondering if any of those jurors were mothers. And my ultimate question is, why a Saturday? Why did they drop the verdict on a Saturday? On a weekend? You out at the club. You partying. You at the bar with your peoples. Probably watching the screens and all of that. Having a good time. And all of a sudden you see under the bottom of the screen, you know how it scrolls along. You know how it scrolls along with the sports and all of that. All of a sudden you see George Zimmerman found not guilty. Verdict in. George Zimmerman found not guilty. If you sitting at the bar, that just tossed your whole night. Trying not to get no feedback. That just tossed your whole night on a Saturday. You at the club, everybody partying up. You know what I'm saying? The DJ gets the word. Next thing you know, the record is skipping. Because he pissed off. Now here come Monday, and you got to go to work. And your boss looked just like George Zimmerman. Meaning that, not look like him, but, same complexion, same color, and everything. Same complexion and all that. So now you got to go to work for this dude, and all of a sudden, all you hearing about in your office all day is how this guy got away with murder, killing a black kid. Killing a 17-year-old black kid. Right? So the word is, being that he's free, he can actually, unless Obama takes it up a notch and, takes him to federal court, he's about to write a book. What do you think that book gonna be about? This whole trial thing. But folks, we gotta remember something. It was only one side of the story. Because the other side of the story could not be told of what actually happened. And it makes me wonder if the lawyers on Treyvon's side did all they could. Do you think they did all they could? And then it makes you wonder, why the hell did they still drop it on the weekend? The judge himself could have said, look, we need a verdict by Monday. This case has been going on long enough, but it is the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's tired and everything, but we need a verdict by Monday. Because even though in my mind, the verdict would have still came back the same on Monday. What part of the game was it to drop the verdict on a Saturday? To go out and literally say, we're going to find this guy not guilty, and then we're going to televise it and see what kind of reaction we're going to get. Now, the streets are pissed. Black, white, Chinese. I seen a post from Syria saying that the Syrians, to the Martins, the Syrians know what it is to lose a loved one. They lose loved ones every day over there. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's my other question. How many of us were really following this case to a T? Me personally, I wasn't. I wasn't following the case to a T. You understand? I looked at it as far as when it first happened, and then the shock of him not going to jail, and then the shock of him actually claiming self-defense, and, you know, after that, I stopped. Okay? I stopped looking at it. Because it was like, okay, this is going to be drawn out. We're still mad that he didn't even go to jail. And then when he did go to jail, it was like months later. You know what I'm saying? And then to find out that, okay, here it is. Treyvon's side is trying to, you know, put in manslaughter after the fact that here it is, he's only facing one charge, second degree, and not guilty. So, being that the evidence in the case, you know what I'm saying, that they had to fight so hard for the second degree, for the manslaughter, the jury already made their decision. We're not going to give him second degree. They already had him acquitted from basically jump. My next question is, why this case? Why this case? Granted, we got black on black crime every day. We got kids killing kids every day. We got people doing outlandish stuff every day. What was the significance of Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman? And once again, if you go to my earlier post about the Zimmerman, when I found out the verdict, I asked the question, like, what was it about this case that made it so special, number one, and number two, what does this say for the self-defense law? So with that, I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna let you know that it's not over. They can still pursue. But my question to you is, are you one to just voice your opinion after the fact, or are you following this to a T? Because everybody, I was saying to myself, everybody feels that they have something to say. But they also feel that as long as I'm saying it from behind my computer, where nobody can see me, or as I'm doing it now, where I don't have any contact with a lot of people because I'm on social media. That's where I'm contacting people. You know, they come out of the woodworks. Let me ask you something. How old were you when OJ was going through his trial? Once again, how old were you when OJ was going through his trial? Now, some people might say, "Oh, this ain't the same thing," and da 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 da. You know, you call a fucking cupcake a cupcake. It's the same thing. Only difference is the players. The players changed. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So, are we to say that we about to go crazy and hit the streets and hunt for this guy? No, he's about to be. First of all, he has backing. Obviously, he has enough support on his end. I'm talking about Zimmerman on his end to go wherever he wants to and not be touched. Just my thought. He has enough backing to go wherever he wants and not be touched. Because you got to think about it like this. He's not coming to your hood. He's not going to walk in your neighborhood. Especially an African American neighborhood. He's going where his supporters are. And where's his supporters? In a nice little cubbyhole where it's about 500 people. And they know who coming in, and they know who going out. And if you show your face in that neighborhood, they gonna automatically know that you don't belong there. Because George Zimmerman has supporters. Trust that. Just as much as we support Trayvon Martin, he has his supporters too. As much as we would like for them to say, look, instead of looking at it as self-defense, look at it as, look, he took a life. They won't. You want to know why? They didn't do it with OJ. Because if the glove don't fit, you must what? The same thing that happened to George Zimmerman. Obviously, he proved his case, or his lawyers did something to prove their case that he was innocent. And like I said, the other side to what really happened can never be told. They said the truth will not be televised. And they meant it. The truth won't be televised, man. It'll just happen. But know this, people. Know this. They did it for a reason. They did it to rile up. They did it on a weekend. They did it to see what kind of reaction would come. They also did it because we're gearing up for something big, man. We're gearing up for something big. The lines have always been drawn. There's always been racism. It never died. I'm gonna keep it 100. We racist against ourselves, black people. We racist against ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because if another man ain't got, or another man got and you don't got, you hate on that person. Racism is just a form of hate. You know what I'm saying? So if you hating on the next man, I could claim you as a racist. Why you a racist? You a black racist. You know what I'm saying? What you hating on me for? Or what you hating on him for? Racism, in my opinion, racism has no color. We put color on that. You know what I'm saying? But the word racism isn't a color. It's a word. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are hating on anyone or anything who either doing better than you or you hate them because of a certain circumstance that, you know what I'm saying, that they have or that you don't have, or they can do things that you haven't yet tried out and you hating on them, you're a racist. And I'm going to say it again. You're a racist. Hater, racist, bigot. Especially if you're going at your own kind. If you're going at anyone of a different nationality or ethnicity, it's open racism. You know what I'm saying? But you have in-house racism too. So, George Zimmerman did not go down for killing Trayvon Martin. OJ didn't go down for killing or having something to do with the killing of his wife. People, we got to get it together, man. But the ultimate question is, what are they going to do about self-defense and gun laws? I'm going to shout at y'all next time. I holla.